I found a Facebook profile of myself that I never made. It has photos of me from inside my own home. I need to start by telling you that I am not a dramatic person. I'm a 36-year-old middle school science teacher from Columbus, Ohio. I coach junior varsity soccer. I have a beagle named Waffles and a mortgage I'll be paying off until I'm 62. My life is, by any honest measure, completely ordinary. I am telling you this because what I'm about to describe is not ordinary, and I need you to understand that I tried every ordinary explanation first. It started because of my aunt. My Aunt Cheryl is 71 years old and treats Facebook like it's a small town where everyone knows each other. She comments on everything, she shares Minion memes, she tags me in posts I have nothing to do with. I say this with love. Last month, she called me on a Sunday afternoon and said, "Honey, I didn't know you had a second Facebook. How come you never accepted my friend request on that one?" I told her I only have one Facebook account, have had the same one since college. She said, "Well, that's strange, because I found another one with your name and your face, and it's got pictures I've never seen before." I told her to send me the link. She did, 10 minutes later, after she couldn't figure out how to copy it and had to call my cousin Danny to help her. I wish she hadn't figured it out. The profile name was my full name. Not a nickname, not a variation. My exact full name, middle name included, which I don't use publicly anywhere. The profile photo was me, a photo I had never seen before. I was sitting at my own kitchen table in a gray hoodie I own, holding a coffee mug, looking down at something off frame. The lighting was the particular yellow of my kitchen at night. I was not smiling. I didn't know the photo was being taken. I scrolled down. There were 47 photos. All of me, all taken in or around my house. I recognized every location. My living room, my backyard, my driveway, the hallway outside my bedroom. Some were taken through windows. Some were taken from angles that required the photographer to be inside. None of them, not one, were photos I had ever taken of myself. The account had been active for 8 months. I want to walk you through a few of the photos specifically, because I think the details matter. Photo 11. Me asleep on my couch. I'm facing the camera, my mouth is slightly open, the TV is on behind me. I can make out the blue glow. This was taken from inside my living room, from roughly the direction of the hallway. I sometimes fall asleep on that couch on Friday nights. I live alone. Photo 23. Me standing at my bathroom mirror. I'm in a towel, my back is to the camera. This was taken through the bathroom window from outside. My bathroom window faces the side yard, which is fenced. The fence has a locked gate. Photo 38. Me on my back porch in the early morning, drinking coffee in my robe, watching Waffles sniff around the yard. This one almost looks peaceful. It was taken from above, from the direction of the large oak tree that sits at the corner of my property. The lowest branch is 12 feet off the ground. Photo 47, the last one, posted just 4 days before my aunt called me, is me standing at my own front door, from the inside, looking out through the glass panel. I'm in my work clothes. I'm clearly about to leave for the day. It was taken from my porch, from outside looking in at me, while I stood at the door. Whoever took it was standing on my front porch at 7 in the morning, and I never knew they were there. I called the Columbus Police Department that evening. I filed a report with an officer named Daniels, who took it seriously, wrote everything down, and told me to document the profile before it disappeared. I screenshotted every photo, the profile information, the account creation date, everything. The account had 17 friends. I looked at each one. I didn't recognize any of them. They were all sparse profiles. Few posts, few photos, the kind of accounts that look like they were made for one specific purpose. I reported the profile to Facebook. Standard identity theft report. Facebook reviewed it and sent me a notification 48 hours later. We reviewed the profile you reported and found that it doesn't go against our community standards. I stared at that notification for a long time. Then I called Officer Daniels back. Here is what the investigation found over the following 2 weeks. The account was created using a burner email address through a VPN. The IP traces went nowhere useful. A server in Eastern Europe that's apparently a dead end for law enforcement. The 17 friends were all fake accounts, likely operated by the same person. A digital audience built from nothing, assembled just to make the profile look real. 3 of the photos contained metadata that hadn't been scrubbed. Officer Daniels had a tech guy pull the geotag coordinates. All 3 were taken from the same location. Photo 11, inside my living room. Photo 38, the oak tree in my back corner. Photo 47, my front porch. Same GPS coordinates, my address, my property. They already knew that. The coordinates confirmed what the photo showed. What they couldn't tell me was how anyone got inside my house to take photo 11. My locks had not been forced, my windows had not been broken. There was no sign of entry. There was no sign of entry because whoever this was didn't need to force anything. They found a bump key in my backyard, near the fence gate, the kind that can open almost any standard pin tumbler lock with the right technique. My front door has a standard pin tumbler lock. So does my back door. So does the side gate. I changed every lock that week. Deadbolts on every door. A security system with cameras, motion sensor lights on all 4 sides of the house. I had the oak tree trimmed so the lower branches are gone. I stayed with my friend Kara for 10 days while the work was done. I didn't sleep well at Kara's either. The Facebook profile came down eventually. Not because Facebook removed it, but because the account was deactivated. Whoever ran it just closed it. Officer Daniels thinks they knew the investigation had started. No arrest has been made. The case is open. I still live in my house. I couldn't afford to move, and I refuse to be pushed out of my own home. Some nights that feels brave. Most nights it just feels like the only option I had. Here is the part I come back to most. 8 months. The account was active for 8 months before my Aunt Cheryl stumbled across it because the algorithm suggested it to her as someone I might know. 8 months of photos. 47 that were posted. I don't know how many were taken and not posted. For 8 months, someone was in my yard. In my tree. On my porch. In my house. For 8 months, I woke up and made coffee and fell asleep on my couch and left for work in the morning, and somewhere out there, a person was curating a collection of me, building a quiet, patient, meticulous record of my ordinary life. And I felt completely safe the entire time. That's the part that keeps me up at night. Not that it happened, that I had no idea. If you have a standard pin tumbler lock on your front door, and most of you do, look up what a bump key is. Then go check your locks. And maybe look up at your trees. For everyone asking, yes, I've gone back through my own social media. My public Instagram had 14 posts showing my living room in the background. My Facebook had 3 photos where you could see my front window and porch. I'm not saying that justifies anything. I'm saying whoever this was did their homework before they ever set foot on my property. They knew the layout before they arrived. Officer Daniels called me this morning. One of the 17 fake friend accounts made a mistake. A login from an unmasked IP address. Just once, 8 months ago, probably before they got careful. It's a residential address. In Columbus. 4.3 miles from my house. I don't have more information yet. I'll update when I do. I just keep thinking about the fact that they are 4 miles away, and they have seen the inside of my home, and they know what I look like when I'm sleeping. And I have never once seen their face.